Campo Mestalla, home to Valencia Club de Fútbol and to one of the most passionate fan bases in all of Spain. Join me as I take you inside the stadium to enjoy Spain's national pastime. Listos?
Vamonos.
It's game day, so we hop onto the training gandia and arrive in Valencia a couple of hours before kickoff. There are a few stops we have to make before heading toward the stadium. First on our list, the Valencia Club de Fútbol official store to buy the necessary gear for the match. And let's be honest, Valencia has one of the best shields of all the teams in La Liga. Once we got our necessary gear, we were off to get some food before the match. We stopped to grab a bite at Casa Mundo, a tapas bar named after one of Valencia's most prolific goal scorers, Edmundo Suarez.
And so one of the most important things to do before you go to a game here at Campo Mestalla is, well, you want to eat well. Well, pre-game with a good bocadillo. Why, you might be asking? Well, because once we get to the stadium, we're going to be having some drinks right before we go in, just to get the energy up, get us primed and ready for the game. So, let's start.
After our meal, we hopped on the metro for a quick ride to the Aragon station, which dropped us off right in front of the stadium. Campo Mestalla is the oldest stadium in La Liga, being home to Valencia for over 100 years, and houses 6 La Liga titles, 8 Copa del Rey titles, and 1 UEFA Cup title amongst their many other trophies. Still 2 hours prior to kickoff, so we walked around the stadium and took in all the sights. We were there to watch Valencia face a tough Real Betis team which was ranked 5th in La Liga. We made our way around the stadium to the bars just on the other side to partake in a very important pre-game ritual.
So this is part of the fun of coming to the soccer game. Hanging out with fans from both teams and just enjoying a beer and getting ready for the game. They don't sell alcohol in the stadium. I don't know how long that's been going on, but there's probably good reason for it. But for now, we're going to do as the Valencians do, and we're going to enjoy.
The flag this fan is wearing has become more of a common sight at Valencia games, as there has been some fan discontent in reference to ownership and its investment in the team.
So it's getting closer to game time. As you can see, it's getting a little bit more crowded out here, and the energy is just building up. So we'll be in the stadium pretty soon.
And one of the more interesting and convenient things about attending a game here at Campo Mestalla is you're actually allowed to bring in outside food and drinks into the stadium. Just not alcohol, of course. Once inside, we made our way to our seating section. The view of the pitch as we walked towards our seats was quite the sight to behold. The teams were introduced, the Valencian anthem played, and then it was game on. In La Liga, if your team sits in the last 3 spots of the table at the end of the season, the team gets demoted to a lesser division. This is known as relegation. Valencia just avoided relegation last season and is currently only 1 spot above a relegation position in the current La Liga table. Needless to say, every win counts. It was a very even match early on, with equal time of possession from both sides. Betis pushed the pace, and Valencia would counter, and vice versa. While the teams battled on the pitch, the fans from both sides were making their presence felt. halfway into the first half, and it was still 0-0. There were several shots on goal and many questionable calls, which made for an exciting first half. At halftime, we were treated to music from a local Valencian band, and of course, it makes sense to make a quick run to the restrooms. The second half kicked off with intensity as both teams looked to be the first ones to score. As the minutes ticked away, fans from both sides were growing desperate for their side to score first. Shots on goal and corner kicks were becoming more and more frequent, and you could sense someone was bound to score. Then, in the 73rd minute, the Betis offense catches Valencia's defense in some poor passing, and they took full advantage. The first score of the night. Betis 1, Valencia 0. Of course, a brief skirmish and some jeering from the Valencia faithful was to be expected. Once play resumed, and with time running out, Valencia went on the attack. Then, in the 80th minute, it happened. Everyone erupted in cheers of joy and relief. One. Betis was not done trying to score and started to push the pace in the remaining 10 minutes of the match, while Valencia did their best to match the energy and deny them a game-winning goal. One last throw in, and the final whistle blew. It was an exciting game, and aside from an outright win, the final score was the next best thing. 1-1 draw. A round of applause from the fans to the players for a good game. After leaving our seats, we exited the stadium, and then it was a race to the metro. Many fans arrived via the metro at differing times, Yet everyone leaves on the metro at the same time. It was a little packed to say the least. Hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. Hasta luego!